Good morning, Super Scholars. Today is Monday, November 9th, 2020. Before we start any lesson, we always need to go over our learning target and success criteria. Today, our learning target is I am learning how people, events, and places found in Kentucky shape our identities. I know I've got it when I can when I can share examples of my family's culture. The first thing you're going to do is watch this YouTube video of different scenes from schools around the world. Sorry about that, you all. My laptop is not cooperating today. Okay, we're going to watch it. And as you're watching it, think about what do you notice? What do you notice about all of these different school videos? What did you notice as you were watching that video? One thing I noticed is that not all of the schools look the same as our school, but some of them did have similarities. Before we move on, let's go over some important vocabulary. First is shape. We have talked about shapes before in math when we were doing our geometry unit. But when we use the word shape today, we are actually using it a little differently. So, the way we're going to be using it is shape means molding into something else. So, kind of like influencing, it's molding something or someone into something else. We're also going to be talking about culture. Culture is the way people live their lives. And we're going to go a little bit more into depth about what culture is in just a minute. And then identity is what makes you you. So, as promised, we're going to talk about culture. What is culture? Culture is like a big umbrella. Many things make up a person's or a group of people's culture. These things can include religion, beliefs, traditions, the clothes they wear, the food you eat, your language or languages, jobs, and hobbies, things you like to do. Watch this quick clip of the video and think about what examples of culture do you see? Do you see any traditions? What about their clothes? What do their clothes look like? Examples of food, language, maybe people doing things they enjoy. So on this slide, you'll watch the video and you're looking for examples of culture. Next, are all cultures the same? What do you think? Do you think everyone has the same culture? Nope. Because there are so many different parts of culture, no cultures are exactly the same. However, just because they're not exactly the same doesn't mean you won't have things in common with different cultures. Make sure to watch the next clip of this video to see some ways you might have similarities with other cultures. So, what does culture look like in the United States? In this video, there are some examples of America's culture. There are also examples of culture around the world. Often, we can find parts of culture from all around the world in the United States. What examples did you hear in this video, or do you hear in this video that you enjoy as well, or that relate to your family? So, you're going to watch this video, and I want you to look for examples of culture that maybe are parts of your culture too. Next, well, we're talking about culture, and we now know what culture is, but why is culture important to us? Our culture is what shapes us into who we are as people. So, remember when we said we were going to use shape differently today? Our culture is what molds us into our personalities, who we are. Who we are is our identity. You're going to watch this link to learn about what identity means. Culture also influences our experience and our state. So, in the video of schools around the world, we're seeing examples of the same thing, a school, but it looks different because each place is shaped by different cultures. And this week, we're going to have a lot of fun talking about how different cultures just in our state shapes the different parts of our state. But for this first day, let's share our culture. So, what you're going to do is you are going to find a family member, one that's older, probably a parent, a grandparent, or whoever takes care of you. And you're going to ask them these questions about your family. Where is your family from? What kinds of food does your family eat? What kind of music does your family listen to? What kinds of things does your family do for fun? And who is your favorite sports team? This is a big part of culture in Kentucky. And then last, what do the adults in your family do for jobs? You are going to answer these questions on Flipgrid. So make sure you click on Flipgrid on your independent work so that you can answer these questions and share pieces of your culture. All right, Super Scholars, I can't wait to see and hear the different parts of your culture and how that looks like in our classroom. Have a great day.